Artist on Late Lunch. For today's show, I'll be making up EastEnders, DeMarco brothers, Ainsley, Harriott and John Thomson. Oh, and Mel and Sue for their last ever Late Lunch. They're very ugly in real life, you know. That's Late Lunch, next on 4.
Hello, I'm Paul from Brighton. On Late Lunch tonight, the DeMarco brothers, Ainsley, Harriott and John Thomson. Cue the titles, Ian.
Cheetahs and gibbons from London Zoo. What is it? What is that?
Hello there. Hello there. I'm Mel, and that is the last time I'll ever say that on live TV, because as from tomorrow, I'll be unemployed.
She's gone. She's a memory. Forget her. I'm Sue, and that is the last time I'll say that on live television, because tomorrow I'm officially changing my name to Colin. I'll also be unemployed also.
Welcome to our last ever Late Lunch.
Picnic's over. Party time is over. You obviously misheard us. It is our last ever Late Lunch.
That's more the reaction we were expecting.
That is definitely the money shot. Now, if you've missed the last 187 shows, then take your hand off my Samantha. It may be the last one. It's not a special occasion. The hand should never find the buttocks, not on live television. Now, if you missed the last 187 shows, you've probably had a life. I'm fairly jealous of that, but here's basically what went down, says Sue, because she's wearing a skirt and trousers. She's in with the kids.
Dread.
Hey, kids, I'm rad. I'm 29, but I understand you, OK? We grilled in the last 187 hours of television, 443 chefs, and came on to over half of them.
We grated, broiled and stacked a ton of shiitake mushrooms.
We made 798 puns about courgettes, carrots, parsnips and other phallic vegetables.
Our wastes have gone from 28...
to 48.
To 68.
To 12.
In fact, to 68.
And a half.
We've mentioned the showbiz bird 177 times.
Too many. Thanks for those letters. I phoned Jon Snow's house 4,000 times with only one restraining order to show for it. It's nothing.
John Noakes felt my buttocks.
That is a true thing. And I
certainly
tick-arammed Ramon Tickerams.
I snogged Ross Burden.
I snogged Ross Burden. Which kind of means that we've... Let's not even go there.
11...
Again, stop your letters.
Cheers. 11,236 or so audience members have eaten with us.
They made 481 pizzas with our faces on.
290 jelly necklaces.
And one rather memorable 12-foot baguette.
We've said doll 3 million times.
Wait, what's that? It's a word.
It's a little bit of a thing.
All right. We've said
just a thing.
I've said mate 47 million times. I've also made this noise when I couldn't think of anything sensible or interesting or funny to say. Whereas... Again, it's just a... You'll be hearing... I've done whereas Mel has just gone...
Sorry. No, sorry, that was rude. Sorry. We've forgotten 32 guest names.
We featured 12 inanimate objects on this show, including the entire cast of Last of the Summer Wine.
We've interviewed 411 actresses and Kate O'Mara.
Remember her? Face like leaves. Orville felt my jugs, and Keith Harris denied all responsibility.
Basil Brush refused to come on the show 46 times.
We've played with semen.
And Melvin Bragg.
I have used 89 bottles of blue hair dye.
I used 127 litres of bleach.
Steve McEwen, the leader of our band, has used 11 billion gallons of G the Charmer-style orange foundation, the man with a tan.
And the
Always
band,
summer.
The band have played this sting 1,345 times.
Gun, 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 ba, 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 go!
Yeah. Oh, yes,
We paid
sirree.
them for that, and together we filled 123 hours of your airtime with a little bit of this. Hi, loony, loony, we're educated. You'd never know it, would you?
Ladies and gentlemen, you have been watching Light/Late Lunch. Oh, 1,346 times. And for our last show, we got what we always wanted, lads. 4 hunky men. They're here. They're here.
In the kitchen, 2 Latin lovelies from EastEnders. It's the DeMarco brothers, Beppe and Gianni.
And yes! And round the table, we've got a funny chef and a funny man. It's only Ainsley, Harriott and John Thomson.
Yes!
The conviction.
So today, with 4 hunks on the show, we say,
Let's go out with a bang.
matron.
If you'd like to ask Ainsley, John or the DeMarcos whether they've got anything planned for 6 o'clock next Wednesday,
'Cause we haven't.
Then you can phone us. Can I find the right camera after 188 hours? No, I can't. There we go. I'm here now. Hello. You can phone us on 099045 lunch if you have an alphabetised phone. That's 099045.
Peggy. Sweetheart. Terrible news, darling.
86.
Mutton and Sue have been written out of the show.
24.
Oh, well, better get it over and done with, sweetheart. Give us those car keys.
Respect for that.
Grazie.
Beautiful work.
Grazie, tesoro. You can fax us on 09902 lunch. If you've got a fax and you want to show it off, just dial that number, 099025. It's the end of an era. It's Bella Hemberg, 86.
Me and Rico are really hacked off about it.
24.
Yeah, we're really gonna miss Noel's house party.
Rocking. We had actually asked Pauline Farrow if she wanted to do that trail, but she said she was still depressed about Arthur.
Yeah.
So she couldn't do it. With today's band, we say goodbye to 4 lads, 2 brothers, who said goodbye to music, talent and personal hygiene a very long time ago. They've been playing with us for 2 years, and we can safely say that as far as we're concerned, it's true the end of an era. Please give it up!
No, just give up.
Please give up.
Just
It's
give
Steve,
up.
it's Matt, it's Dylan and Dan. I totally, utterly love them. It's the new Job Seekers.
Yeah, man. Alrighty, cooking today are 2 Italian stallions, fresh from EastEnders, Piazza di Wolford. Because I'm a good girl, I'm only going to have one at a time. So please welcome the beautiful Bobby, the cute cop, the cuddly constable, EastEnders, Beppe DeMarco, otherwise known as Michael Greco. Ciao. Ciao Michele, come stai?
Come stai? Sto bene.
Tutto bene?
How you doing?
Allora c'è la gente qui che vuole dire, non lo so, arrivederci, qualcosa del genere. Allora, cosa fai?
Hey?
No idea. Do you speak Italian, actually? Are you...
I did when I was younger, but I haven't spoken it for a long time. I understand quite a lot.
Okay.
Couldn't understand what you were saying, but maybe it's just the accent or something.
It was Roman dialect.
Oh, see, I'm from Naples.
Yeah. Oh, you're Naples.
Yeah,
eh?
Napoletana.
Napoletano,
Yeah.
che bella Napoli,
Gino Ginelli,
Okay.
Esprimo Italia.
Right, crashing on. What are you cooking? What are you cooking today?
What am I cooking?
Michael?
Oh, salmon fish cakes, apparently.
Lovely. Apparently we're having today salmon fish cakes with sauce vert.
Yes.
The Last Supper?
Ba-dum-tish.
Do you want me to take your coat?
Funny, isn't it? Yes.
I'll just go and hang it up on the imaginary hook. Sorry. We don't have a hook. I'm sorry, mate.
Oh.
Quite smart leather. We'll deal with that later.
Yeah, lovely,
right.
yeah.
Let's just crack into the old cookery. What's
Okay.
first?
Right. I'm gonna put a bit of stock in here.
Okay.
this is hilarious because I don't normally cook this sort of thing at home.
What do you normally cook, Michael?
Pasta sort of thing.
Do you?
Yeah, nothing too fancy. Do you know what I
Okay.
mean? Beans on toast in the morning, really.
All right, mate.
Yeah.
Might have to pick up the speed just ever so
Pick up the
slightly.
speed, sorry.
No, don't.
Okay.
Don't want to rush.
Shallots.
But just shallots, chopped shallots.
Shots.
Do you get very good service when you go to Italian restaurants?
Oh,
Bill?
yeah, top service, because I obviously know who you are. I think that goes in there.
Yeah, that's
it go in there?
yeah, that's the shallots. No, that's the
No,
lemon.
no, that goes in there. No, that, all that... Does all that go in there?
Yes, it does. It very much does.
That all goes in here, doesn't it?
Yeah, all those
there
little
you go.
bowls,
Lemon.
those mini Cindy doll
Bit
bowls.
of lemon.
All go in there. And that brown
Anchovy
stuff,
paste.
whatever that is,
Whatever
marinated
that is.
apparently.
She told me what it was.
We've
Anchovy.
become like that bloke on the telly, Attenborough. We're just doing this a lot, like we're in the jungle.
Keeping the voice.
What's going on?
I don't know, really. Have you got a little spoon or something?
Yeah,
to sort
I've got
of-
this little mini spatula there.
Ah, very
Anything I can
good.
do to help to alleviate? We need to just put the fish in the oven, I think.
You stick the fish in the
I'll
oven.
just do that now. Just moving over to the oven. Okay. Just put this in here. Okay.
Stick all this in there. You all right
Lovely.
there, Mel?
And here is one that apparently was ready. It's under here.
Oh, it's under there already?
Here. Yes, it's under there.
Because I'm taking
That's
so
cooked.
long, is that all right? It was bearing rehearsals, wasn't it?
It was, yeah, it was groovy. So
was.
we've got that there. That's
Okay,
we've just got
that's
to
there.
pretend. Let's do a bit of a time. That's the cooked salmon there. Okay.
Okay, there we go.
Now
Right.
you used to be, I know this, a
Do you?
Shakespearean actor
Yes, I did,
before
yeah.
you joined Easties.
Easties, yeah.
Yeah. So what do all the Shakespeare thesps think of you on being on a soap?
I don't know, really, because I haven't spoken to a lot of them in ages.
Yeah.
I've sort of lost touch with a lot of them, which is
They
a
all
shame.
say,
Michael, why
Oh, my
did
God!
Why did you do it?
No, they don't.
no, they don't do that. No, that's fine.
Fair enough.
Do you miss the old stage though? Do you miss the hose and the doublet and the ruff and the
Yeah, no, I do
Goblets and
actually.
stuff.
The goblets.
The goblets.
All right. Yeah, I do, because when I left drama school, I did theatre for about 6 years.
Right.
And it's just a different
Different
kettle of
thing,
fish,
different medium.
spontaneous,
Right.
sort of live, sort of like this. And
Okay.
I did very well, really, in the theatre, I did, compared to live TV.
Michael, you've done very, very well. This is all very under control. We're going to
Okay.
see you a little bit later.
Yep.
Sue, we've had 188 audiences in the last 2 years. The time has come to announce the winner of the coveted Best Audience Award.
It certainly is Dylan exercising his right hand, and not for the first time today. Let's check out what's in the golden envelope. OK, we're going to do this in reverse order.
What?
Our third favourite audience of all time, so Sue filling in because she doesn't even have the strength to get the card out of the envelope. OK, it's audience from show number 35. Let it rock. There they are. There you go. They was my third favourite. In second place, we have the audience from... Keep it up, Dylan. Come on, my man. It's the audience from show 101. Very good. A lady down show 101 doing a very good impression of an otter. I don't know if you spotted that. And in first place, surprise, surprise, I'm pandering to you tonight. It's audience 188, it's you! My cheesy, ingratiating tactics always work, and what's best is they fill up time, which is valuable. Now, what I'm doing is I'm treading on a lot of personal effects as I sort of blunder around here. Can I just sandwich myself neatly in between the two of you? That's a very sinister bag. Let's not show that. That's almost banned. OK, now what's your name?
My name's Claire.
Claire.
Tracy.
Tracy.
Rowan.
Hello.
Joe.
Joe. Now, where are you from?
I'm from York.
Top darts. Did you come down here today?
Yes.
All the way today?
Yes, 1 o'clock this morning we set off.
You set off at 1 o'clock this morning. Which means of transport? You weren't driving.
We came on the bus.
On the, oh, not the National Express.
Yes.
With the Mediloo reeking of God knows what. But probably urine, let's say that. Let's just clarify that I do think it is. The smell is probably urine. OK. So you arrived at what time?
6 o'clock in the morning.
And what did you do? What happens at 6 in London?
Well, we were at Buckingham Palace by 7 o'clock and we've seen everything by
Did you see the Queen
9:30.
change?
No.
Changing the guards at 12. If you get there early, you see Queen herself. That's a very, very strong sight. So what did you do? So you saw Buckingham Palace? Mm-hmm. Let's pass it down.
We didn't come with them.
Oh, I see. Hello. Oh. So focused today. That's so good. Vanessa Feltz can just smell my job. It's in her nostrils. OK, so you came down.
I did, yes.
And what did you see?
We saw Buckingham Palace. No, not fingers.
Horrid. You a serial killer or a chain smoker? No, run away.
It was henna.
OK, it was henna. Don't blame Hannah, she's not here today. OK, so you saw you saw all these sights of London
Yes.
in 3 hours.
More or less, yes.
So you saw the Burger King on Oxford Street, you saw that?
Yes.
You saw the man with the kebab van and Hampton Ponds?
Most likely.
These are the sights you want to see as a tourist of London?
Yes.
OK, now what have you brought with you?
Not very much, I'm afraid. Travelling all night, it kind of...
And on that crushing hiatus, let's move on. What I'll do is I've got a little plea, actually, I want to send to Mel, OK? And this involves me doing something I haven't done in a very long time and I'm not actually qualified to do, and that's act. OK, Mel, what I'm saying to you is it's been 188 hours, you and I. We've worked together, we've shared good times, and we've also shared the bad times. You know what I'm thinking of? I'm thinking of Robin's Nest. What I'm saying to you is it doesn't have to be the end, does it? I mean, you and I... We've still got life in us yet. Inside this frail human shell, there's a heart of a ham. There's a gammon just beating to carry on, Mel. Please, I'm asking you just one last time. We can carry on, can't we? Just once.
No. Right, we've met... Don't do it to me, doll. I'm brimming. Right. Wiping my hands. We've met Beppe DeMarco. Now it's time to say buongiorno to his little bruv Gianni. Sorry about that, slightly over-the-top Italian accent. Got a degree in Italian, very poor, trying to impress you. Yes, please, give it up for East End heartthrob Mark Bannerman!
He's made a bit of a mess here, hasn't he?
Mark Bannerman! Just going straight for the bowl there, mate.
Well, I've had a bit of practice. Had a bit of practice there, so what's that?
Between thee and me, my name's Mel. Just wanna tell you
Sorry.
that. That's fine. Also, Michael...
Right.
Michael made a bit of a mess.
I know he did, yeah, I can see it.
a slight bit of a mess.
I prepared some earlier.
It's gone now.
Has
it's
it?
not there, no.
What
it's
about
gone.
up here?
It's absolutely fine, doll. I've got it literally...
Oh, you've been hiding
This
it,
is
have you?
actually it.
That's it?
That's what you prepared earlier, yeah.
All right, sweet.
Okay.
Well, first thing we might have to do is wax some butter in the old frying pan.
OK, lovely.
I didn't prepare any earlier. I did, didn't I?
You did, yeah, you
ate
did.
It, did you?
No, it was lovely.
Right.
Cool. We had Nadia Sawala on the show
Yeah.
a couple of weeks ago.
Funny thing, actually, it's the first person I've ever seen come onto the show and actually eat the lunch.
So she was
wolfed
brilliant.
it down.
And also, I have to say, Debbie McGee was a very good eater as well. She did. She ate absolutely every single thing. No, she did. She was brilliant. And she's so thin and small. But Nadia was very good as well.
Yeah.
She was excellent.
Lovely
but
girl,
anyway.
Mel?
Yes, thanks. Anyway, there was a slight sort of frisson in the air that perhaps you and she maybe had something lovey-dovey, hearts, flowers, birds, Valentine's Day. Something, you were snogging, basically. Maybe? No. Have you?
When?
Now. Are you snogging?
What?
Nadia Sawala?
Now?
Yeah.
No, I have done, yeah.
Have you? Oh,
Yeah.
it's true.
Yeah.
That's so lovely.
Yeah, and I'll snog her when I finish this as well, I think. When I get home after.
But was it weird, like a sort of, office relationship, really? Because she's Annie Palmer on
It's more like a
EastEnders.
school playground relationship, really, at EastEnders.
Oh.
It's a funny place. Well, I don't know about her, but it's...
Have that cloth, let me help you.
Thanks a lot.
But, so where did you sort of snog her first? On the set, or...?
I snogged... No, outside.
Right.
Off set. And then we had a storyline together as... Well, we may have been brother and sister.
Yeah.
And snogged in front of the camera, which was a bit harder, actually, Mel.
Really?
Yeah.
It
was
You're
harder.
doing very well. And,
And I asked the woman backstage as well. I said, I've heard this 1,000 times, been introduced, spoke to them, before we come on the show.
Which one's Mel and which one's Sue?
It's a funny thing, and she assured me that everyone does it.
Oh, but seriously, no, you're fine, mate. Absolutely fine.
Thanks a lot. Well, you're very nice.
Do people call you? Do people call you Johnny in real
People
life?
say, "What's happening, Johnny? You all right, mate? When are you going to do Grant?" So I tell you what, Johnny, I don't really like that geezer. He's always giving it large one. I don't like him. I don't like what he does to Tiffany, because Tiffany's sweet girl, isn't she? Tiffany's really sweet. I get people shouting out of vans. I'm walking down the road, people shouting out, "Hey, Johnny! What's happening, bruv? When are you going to do Grant Mitchell?" You give Louise one, didn't you? Tiffany's mum. Go on, my son. I say yes, absolutely. Thank you very much. I'll give Grant one on the morrow.
Are you actually going to do Grant, though? Seriously? Will we see a bit of RG?
Storyline-wise, well, I thought that was on the cards, but I don't know anymore. I've been slapped up. Bepe's had a kick in a few times, hasn't he?
Yeah, shall I just do that? Let's just do that. OK.
I don't know if you've seen the food in Giuseppe's, but it doesn't turn out anything like this.
You're all right there, mate. That's looking...
You don't have to deal with salmon fish cakes.
It's all right. It's going very, very well.
Thanks very much.
So please join us after the break when TV's Mr Exuberant Ainsley Harriott and comedy god John Thomson will be here. We'll see you
Eating salmon fish cakes.
Eating this, literally.
Yes.
We'll see you in 3.
To mouth. The things that I have seen in the ad break, all I'm saying is Steve's copper tones go all the way down. Welcome, thanks to that last-ditch treat there. Welcome back to our very face last ever late lunch. In a moment, we're going to be back in the kitchen with the DiMarco brothers.
And after that, we'll be grilling top chef Ainsley Harriott and sautéing John Thomson around
See what
the
you've
table.
done there.
Yeah.
Now, first it's time to switch like that. Was it like that you switched it on?
Yeah.
No, that was the gas advert. To switch on the Bunsen burner of news. You're imagining it now. Work with me, not against me. And let out a topical, "Sir, my splint's gone out."
Like Elizabeth Flynn did at my school. Right, Prince Edward.
That's only funny if you are Elizabeth Flynn and you happen to be watching.
Yeah, OK. Prince Edward was shocked to hear that people had photos of his fiancée's breasts.
He is very desperate to get his hands on them, but Sophie has said he'll have to wait until after they're married. Former, thanks for that. It's charity, but I'll take it. Former Oasis drummer Tony McCarroll, who sued the band for loss of earnings, has agreed an out-of-court settlement worth an estimated £600,000.
Liam and Noel Gallagher said, "He's made us look like monkeys."
Is he Jimmy Savile?
What was that? I don't know. They said it anyway, so no change there then.
Just not in that voice.
Not in that voice. The Jackson 5 are to reform, this time as the Jackson 6.
Apparently had a long-lost sister they never knew they had. They're just hoping that old Glenda can sing. Because she certainly can't sort out transport.
Susie Perch, radical. Cats, it's rad. The Jacksons may be in for a shock when they realise that Brother Michael seems to have changed colour. They won't know, they won't know whether to blame it on the sunshine, blame it on the moonlight, blame it on the good times.
Or blame it on an extremely good plastic surgeon, which he visits on a regular basis.
How right
Melly, I'm going to cup your
Susie.
Samantha and sending you over in the palm of my hand.
Cut me goods. This is Sue. Oh, she's gone.
Oh, I'm here now.
Sue the DiMarcos.
Hello, I'm very nice to meet you.
Lads, they're doing well. Guys, what's left to do?
Right, OK, parsley, watercress, tarragon and mint. In the
blondaire.
Blondaire.
Do you sort of go out quite a lot together as a duo?
Yeah, we do actually, don't we?
Yeah, we do. You've nicked all the rocket, mate.
Oh, have I?
What do you need rocket?
Well, it's a presentation, I think.
Oh, sorry, yeah, he might need a bit of rocket.
Instead.
Yeah,
oh, these are
I'll use those.
Yeah.
Use that instead,
OK, so all the stuff going in
stick
there.
that on there.
Beautiful. It's all going well.
Yes.
Let me just try and plug it in under here. Won't be a tick. There we go. Try that, mate. Maybe try that. Let's mime with the power of mime.
Okay,
We shall blend. Gosh, this blend is strong. There we go. Perfectly
good, isn't it?
blended.
Blended
there.
really well.
You mix
And
that
with
with
mayonnaise.
And
bit of mayonnaise.
it's nice to add a bit of mayonnaise.
Let's.
Should we add a bit of mayonnaise in here, or just stick it on there? 'cause
I
it's
think
not
let's stay clear of the blade.
Just put it on top to make it...
And let's just pour the mayonnaise on there as if it were blended.
As if it were blended.
As if the herbs were blended.
There we go.
Let's just
mayonnaise.
mix
Beautiful.
that in there.
That
That's
looks
lovely.
beautiful.
Just getting the sauce.
Just like a mum used to make, eh?
It's slightly al dente. It's a little bit Italian.
Yeah.
It's a sort of, it's a
Different.
Neapolitan thing.
It's the
There we
DeMarco
go.
thing.
There we go. So that's well presented. You hold that.
Now you can see why we don't have many customers in Giuseppe's.
Yeah, that's it. Okay.
Now, obviously, Tiffany, she's the last person you snogged, and she died.
She dies. Do I have this effect on...
So, I mean, who are you going to snog next on Easter's, do you know? Is there a hey, lady in the audience quite willing?
Cheeky,
After me, young lady, after me.
Actually, I'll let you in a secret. Pat Butcher is next in line for Beppe.
Joking!
I'm joking. You've had it from the horse's mouth.
But she's married to Roy. She can't go round.
Yeah, but Roy can't get it home.
Oh, let's not go there.
Roy's got a problem.
Roy does have a problem.
I know.
Roy's got a problem, Beppe doesn't.
I know. Now, Tiff's... Try and hold it together. Try and hold
Go
it
on.
together.
We're doing well.
Tiff's funeral, very sad, obviously.
Very sad, yeah.
But I heard on the grapevine that there was a
Yeah.
little bit of gagging going on during
During the funeral?
something. Mark?
Well, not me, actually. Michael's got this fart machine. And if you can put this fart machine anywhere you want, really.
Yeah,
and he's got a remote control, so you can put this fart machine wherever he wants to place it. Press the button, and all of a sudden you've got five
Well,
different...
Ross Kemp, who plays Grant, got up and did his speech brilliantly, blah, 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 comes to sit back down. This is during rehearsals. This is not during the take, obviously.
No, you wouldn't know.
Just us unprofessionals, isn't
Yeah, totally.
So, he came to sit back
That's
down,
unprofessional.
and as he sat back down, and it was really funny at the time.
It was number 5 on a selection.
But it was just because it was cold.
If you wanted to break the ice.
Break the ice.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Okay.
But they've got me, but I'm actually... I don't know how it got past the edit, but Terry and... Terry and
Simon's
Simon,
dad, yeah.
big problem, you know, sister and daughter dead. And in the background, all you got is me laughing my head off. Well, I don't know how it got past the edit, but it was a fart machine that did it.
Oh, blame me.
Lads, you've done extremely well in the kitchen. Obviously,
looking
apart
good, isn't it?
from that, but everything else has gone swimmingly. Would you like to sit with somebody maybe in the audience to eat your lunch? Do you want to choose somebody?
Yeah, not this lunch.
Not that lunch, no.
nice.
No.
Okay.
Somebody, just take your pick.
Just go and sit down?
Yeah. Well, you stay here for the moment.
Oh, stay for the
here.
moment.
Now, for the very last time, hug me, lads. Bit of a sandwich here. EastEnders sandwich going on here. Band, are you hungry?
Yes!
Audience, are you hungry? Yes! DeMarco Brothers, are you hungry?
Not really.
Not for that.
Not seeing,
I'm hungry.
not seeing what you've cooked. Anyway, Sue, my love, might you be hungry?
Yes, I am.
Then let's eat a late lunch.
With those grey pants, you are really spoiling us. First up tonight is a man with an incredibly infectious laugh. In fact, do you know, I think I might have caught it already. It's Ainsley Harriott. Here he is! I can see that, Matt, from where I'm sitting. Next is one that's not much to look at. It's one of Britain's finest comic actors, or even comic actors. A comic actor I've not seen. Doesn't come around very often. He loves playing the field. He's often to be found hanging around in jazz clubs. Cool. Great. Admirable. It's John Thomson!
Get your napkins out.
Tuck in, lads.
Oh, I think there's a bit of bon appetit going on
Well,
here.
bon
This
appetit.
doesn't look too bad, does it, eh?
It's absolutely fine.
It all
and
came together in
Yeah,
this
it's
completely
amazing how it's changed.
unfaked manner. Tuck in, lads. Now, John, first of all, I want to ask you, as you're eating, as is our way,
Yeah.
the last time you came on our show,
Yes.
there was a minicab waiting to take you back home.
So I've got a
Don't
sore
you
elbow.
done his
Feel your-
elbow in.
I've just put my elbow. I'm not supposed to put my elbows on the table anyway, so
Okay.
that'll
just,
teach me.
But just be careful with it.
Okay.
So the last time you're here, the cab is waiting to take you home.
Yeah.
You're 5 hours late.
Yeah.
You keep the cab waiting 5 hours.
Yeah.
You come out, let's say you're half cut.
Yeah.
And
It was
you
my
were.
birthday.
It was your birthday.
Was my
No, I know
birthday.
there was a reason. You had makeup on your face.
Yes.
Can you talk us through that?
Basically, I got here at 10:30. There was a bottle of champagne waiting for me, makeup and manicure and all the whole 9 yards.
Have you had a manicure too?
John
Yes,
got
I have.
special treatment.
All
They're
clear.
beautiful. Yeah.
So I was all judged, as like women
Yeah.
say. It's a women's word,
You
isn't
were
it?
judged.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They judged me. And yeah, and they had more champagne afterwards, and it was just constant. And then your producer of then it was light lunch, not late,
Yeah.
took me up to the bar. And we went upstairs, and she said, "Oh, haven't you got long eyelashes?" And put mascara on.
She
me.
says that to everyone, John. That's Marion. She's a
and-
terrible little fox.
And then I think put a series of other things on me, like lipstick and eyeshadow. And then proceeded to meet David Essex upstairs in the bar and talk to him while he looked at me like that.
What shade eyeshadow are you wearing?
I think quite a dark shade.
You see, for me, you should have gone with the blue.
A blue.
Yeah,
Because you've got
Bring the
clear
eyes up.
blue eyes.
Exactly.
Did David Essex say to you, for
I did an
clouds,
impersonation
got
to him.
silver? Did you do it?
Oh, yeah. It was
Did you
so
do it
like,
to
You don't
him?
do that, though. You don't
Come
impersonate
on.
people to that. I went, I am the lonely, loony man who lives upon the sand. When I grow up, I want to be the leader of the band.
Yeah.
And he looked at me and went... There was a little loony with makeup on talking to me, basically, at the end of the day.
Ainsley, in a linkish type of way, have you ever worn makeup? Look me in the eyes and tell me you have. Come on, make an old woman happy.
A little bit. I used to like dressing up, you know. There's something about sort of going into mum's makeup bag and putting on lots of mascara. All right, you lot, you've all done it, I know. And a little bit of lippy or something
Yes.
like that, and pouting the lips, you know.
When did
I
that stop, or
like
is it
it.
still ongoing?
Well, I do it in private now, you know. There's something. No, it's kind of. I think it's quite interesting. My little daughter sort of does it now, and she comes and sometimes puts a bit of makeup on me, and I think it's what it's all about. I think we all fantasise about putting on makeup.
Yeah.
You know, well, it's true, isn't it?
Well, for me, it's a biological necessity. I'm not allowed out. It's too frightening.
I like men in makeup. Can I just say?
Oh, I don't like that bloke in Placebo. He's horrible.
Scary.
He frightens me.
And that Manson creature.
Oh.
Terrifying.
Marilyn Manson.
Terrifying.
Imagine taking him on to see your man.
Yeah, but there's too much. He's overdone the sort of Alice Cooper eyes. He should keep it nice and neat. Little bit of mascara, a little bit of shine on
So
the
how'd
lids.
you go with Kiss? What do you feel about? Where do they
Oh,
take
it's
it?
top quality.
Yeah,
Precious
I
Northwest
think so.
finest.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? You don't mess with that.
Okay, absolutely.
Ainsley, we should ask, because the DeMarco's now currently quite scared. You, top chef, you're eating their food. What do you think about it?
It's not bad, actually. When I was first looking at what the Italian stallions were doing, I was a bit concerned.
We had a blender problem, mate.
You had a blender
Yeah.
problem. But
It's
this has
fucked
turned
up
out it's
operating.
not too bad. Nice texture. So, you know, presentation is okay, you know.
You're a presentation man, though. You do a lot of this, don't you? There's a lot of that sort of activity going on. with your
Absolutely.
presentation.
A little bit of that, a little bit of this, you know. I like tossing it in my wok, you know that.
Which was my next question. You
Yes, I thought you were-
I'm very, very impressed, actually, with the old double entendres. You managed to just get him in there. It's a solid talent, that one.
Well, I think it's just part of the style that I cook in. You know, my mother used to do all that type of thing. You know, she just enjoyed it. There's a little bit of music going on. So, ship the salt inside the pan. Don't it smell good? So, you know, and it was all that
How
type of
long did
stuff.
food take in your household if she was singing all that?
Yeah, we used to eat at midnight,
Yeah.
you know.
It was a late eat, that one. Now, John, you're a bit of a cook. I know that.
I can cook,
Yeah?
yes.
What's your favourite recipe? What
I
do you
like,
cook best?
well, I like cooking Thai stuff. I do a soup called Tom Kha Gai, which is a chicken,
Yeah.
coconut and lemongrass
Nice
soup.
Good one.
It's really nice. Sorts your head out as well if you've got hangover.
Yeah, good
And
for colds.
Colds,
Good for flu.
good for colds. But put a bit more chilli in. But I'm a great believer in chilies for colds as well, to sweat it out.
Yeah.
Sort yourself
Garlic's
out.
good for colds as well.
Is it?
What do you reckon? Is that the best cold for a cure? Chili?
Whatever turns you on. Yeah,
Ginger,
chilies are pretty good, isn't it? I mean, it just sweats. Like when you go to one of those sort of Indian restaurants, you have one of those really hot meals, you just perspire like mad.
Yeah.
And because I've got no hair on my head, it really does show. You know, there's nothing to soak it up. It all just sort of runs down. But it's quite sexy, though, isn't it? Now? It's quite sexy.
You've hooked him now.
I really have. There's a job for you after
got
this,
it.
darling. You can become my old mopper.
She's got a mouthful of mashed potato. It's all yours, Ainsley. That's all I'm saying. It's all yours. Now, you are getting big in the States now. This is what people don't know, is you've
Double
got...
entendre.
Slip Johnny boy, slip it in.
Let's listen carefully. It's the sound of Channel 4 ending my career. It's over now, OK. So what are you doing in the
I would
States?
say sort of big in the States. I've been over there and I've done a couple of things. I've done the Regis and Kathy Lee show, which is very much a kind of afternoon show, but very, very popular. You know, you're talking about such a vast audience in America.
So you can have it large on there, couldn't
Oh,
you?
you can have it. Oh, you can have it very large. Oh, yeah, it's a large show. It's a lot happening here, I'll tell you. And then I did the, which was fascinating, to go and do the Jay Leno show, the Tonight Show. Because it's like an institution there, you know? It's been going for so long. It used to be, what was the guy, Johnny Carson, and now it's Jay Leno. And you go there and you kind of sit in their seat and everything. You get this real buzz. And it's wonderful to do in the American audience. But, you know, there are a lot of whoop, whoop, yeah, woo, and all that type of stuff going on. But it's great. It was wonderful to do. So if things work out there, fantastic, but if not, you know, I love Britain.
Don't leave us, Ainsley.
No.
Don't leave GB, man.
Don't leave it. You can still cut the English mustard. That's what I'm saying. Stay here.
Yeah.
Now, John, have you ever been sort of... I was going to say stateside, and that made me feel so sick. There was kind of rising bile.
Don't say that again, Dol.
Stateside? Who says that? A
you
fool and a buffoon and a gimp. A new and nothing ruder than that. Have you ever been, though?
I've been, but not working.
Not done acting?
No. The offer's there, though. I mean, I'm available for work there, but I'm, you know...
You're offering them?
Yeah, I'm offering them. Come on, come and get me.
He's here, just take him.
You know.
But you've done a reworking of Harold Steptoe. You've been Harold Steptoe, is that right?
No.
No, I was testing you see, and what you did there is you turned that back.
Yes,
the
I have.
custard pie media went into my face.
I have. No, I was Harold Steptoe on a radio play.
Yeah.
It was a thing called The Offer, and it was the very first ever Stepson Son. But we did it on the radio, and Freddie Jones played... what's his name? Harold.
Mr. Steptoe
Albert, is it? It's Albert.
Oh,
It's Albert.
dirty old man.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, my God. Yeah, so...
Albert, yeah, it's Albert.
Yeah,
isn't it?
so you played that. And it was good, but it was really sad. It wasn't that funny. It was really poignant. It was all about him leaving. He's had enough of his dad. But it was quite an ongoing thing in the series, that, you know.
Yeah.
And did you do any impression and stuff?
No, I had to do it Northern. We did it Northern because Freddie Jones originally from Stoke, so we decided not to do it all. But I did have to say, you dirty old man. But I had to go,
old man.
You dirty old man.
But I just did it, you dirty old man, like that.
You made it your own. But what I want to hear from you, and I've been wanting to ask this for 2 years, because you did do this impression of me 2 years ago. Christopher Walken.
OK.
Shut your eyes. Listen to me.
As he was a bachelor and then nobody's dead. Nobody worried their head about him. That's what I want. That's what I want to see, OK?
That is it. That is top down. And... very strong. What is the new one? What is the new impression?
Well, the new impression's absolutely no use to me, Neil Sedaka.
Good!
You know, not a lot of people ask me, you know, will you do your Neil Sedaka? And it's such a strange voice, isn't it? It's like half man, half woman. It's like it's not real, really.
You need a sort of Neil Sedaka comeback to really make the most of that impression.
Yeah, absolutely.
But that is a top impression, mate.
Who's Neil Sedaka? He's a singer-lover.
Oh, Carol.
OK, he sung a carol. He sung a carol.
So he's just made some money out of that rendition, which is good.
Ah, there we go.
Ainsley, do you do any impressions? I don't want to put you on the spot. It's a yes or no thing. You don't have to go
I don't really do impressions about that. Well, we like a bit of that, don't we? Yes, we do. And who was that then?
That was Ainsley Harriott.
Doesn't work if you impersonate yourself, though, does it?
I know, it's a bit sad, isn't it? I don't know, sort of impressions. I think it just, you know, at the time you just do them, you know, you kind of just, sort of slip into somebody. I think I'm not particularly...
Crashing on! The maestro!
It's all that bit, isn't it?
Let's just give you a bit of a mop there.
Yeah, all right, my darling, damn me down.
Now it's time to visit the bakery of chit chat and squeeze the buns of truth. It's the late lunch big three. Actually, quite good. Quite good.
I thought impoverished,
well
mediocre, and thus befitting the entire standard of the show. Congratulations.
Right, lads, big three. What was your last dream about, Ainsley?
Not rude, Ainsley. Not that dream.
I'll tell you what it was, because it was only a couple of days ago, and I was saying to my wife, I dreamt that I was cycling on sort of the Atlantic Ocean. It was like kind of this translucent water, and I'm just cycling along, and my dog is running next to me. So it was really sort of cool. It was kind of just, it was very, very weird, and I didn't know what it meant. So you want to go to one of those kind of people who can, you know...
Well, it's one man and his dog. You want it to stay on the air.
Come
I
back.
knew it was something like that. That's it.
Was the dog also on skis?
Yeah, he was just running along on the water. Because that's what we do. I normally go out with him on the bicycle. And the real beauty of that is that if you see people who say hello...
We're going to have to move on.
All right, then, Dad. All right.
We'll talk about it. We'll talk about it later.
Let's just say it's a sex dream, and we'll move on. John?
What's your... Yes.
I dreamt I met a man, but you know when you dream about people you've never met before, but you think you know them and he's really clear and a man who could take his eyes out like that and then put them back in again and they still worked.
I don't know what that means. That scares me.
What's your favourite sandwich?
Favourite sandwich?
Favourite sandwich,
Oh, yes. You know, I like one of those kind of roast kind of vegetable sandwiches, all the veg in there, and you've got a little bit of drizzle of olive oil, and then you put the lovely sort of basil leaves for it and everything like that.
Bit of melted mature cheddar on there too.
Don't gild the lily, Mel, come on.
I don't mind it. I like when it runs down the edge, especially when it runs down the corner of your mouth there.
OK.
You know.
How about you, John?
I like the American deli-style ones, but I like a nice pastrami with dill pickles and French's American
open sandwich.
But the way like you gotta stack it really nice and high, loads and loads of meat.
Yeah, tip-top. Right, and the last big three question ever, what Monopoly playing piece do you always pick?
What's a big one?
Is it the hat? Is it the boot? Is it the train? Is it the
dog?
I think it's the little dog, actually.
The little toad.
I like the little dog. I kind of think he's quite cool.
Top hat, stroke, boot, man.
I'm top hat, yeah.
I am, definitely stroke.
Okay.
Stroke. Top hat, stroke. There, that's the answer. There's only a limited amount of choices. I would ask Steve, but he's naked. So join us after the break when Mel will be weeping and I will be wailing live for you on national television. Yes, for the very last time. We will quite literally see you after some advertisements in 3. OK. A stein on that. Welcome back to our last ever late lunch.
3/4 at all times.
We're here. Sorry, Giles. Let's get it up. Right, we're here with Ainsley Harriott, who said that women find it sexy when he sweats from his head. And John Thomson, who said that the last time he was here, he wore makeup and scared David Essex.
And the DeMarco brothers, Michael Greco and Mark Bannerman. So what did you eat in the audience, guys?
Well, we made a complete hash of the cooking, didn't we, really?
Yeah, you didn't.
I had a bit of a cold sausage over there.
Good.
Can you warm it up next time? Come on.
Nice.
It was a bit dull, though, wasn't it, boys? I mean, you were going there, you're trying to sort of get everything going, you see. I tell you what, it's not right, is it, Mel and Sue?
No, it's not
There's
right.
something
Ainsley
going on.
Harriott.
You should have gone out and bought the comic relief book. £1 it is, 75p goes to comic relief. And that's going to be, Go out and buy that book. 5 go bad in the kitchen. Yes.
And while you're buying that book, you could also, if you're in the Basingstoke area on the 14th of March, come and see a benefit that we're doing. That would be an excellent idea. Also, the phone line now are as busy as our agent Vivian Claw, who is currently scrabbling around the barrel of media trying to find us new jobs. Hello, who's on line 1?
Hi, darlings.
Hello, darling.
The loveliest women in town. What are we going to do without your lateness, your lightness, your loveliness? I am your biggest fan and I am in tears.
That is not Jon Snow!
Forget Monica Lewinsky, it's you.
Oh, Snowy!
Jon Snow!
Hello, darling.
Hello, lovely, how are you?
I wish I could be there. It looks
So
just
do
a
we.
great show tonight.
You're always in my head, so it doesn't really matter. You're just floating
You're always
around.
in my head, darling.
John, have you got your bicycle clips on?
Clips are on, love.
Clips are on. Good man.
Have you got the plastic trousers on, John?
Plastic trousers
Keep
are
them
on, darling.
Have you got the lattice work shoes on, John?
Lattice work shoes are on.
Now, tell us about Monica and her hair bouffant. Was she good?
Good hair day, love. Good hair.
Nice person?
Yeah, you know, nice person. Not necessarily one of us, but pretty good.
Not gifted in the upper regions of brain.
Yeah, there's brain there.
Tuesday's brain there.
Brain there.
Victim of society or horrible harridan? What do you reckon?
Well, big
both.
girl, big heart, big lips, big hair.
Big jugs. Massive great jugs and a fairly substantial bum.
Big cigar, John.
What's that?
Big cigar.
Fairly big cigar.
We tried to steer off cigars, but they kept popping up.
Yeah.
John, are you preparing to read the news?
I am, darling. I'm going to have to run. I'm going to be shot. My editor's looking at me.
John, quite showbiz in real life. Saying darling and
Darling.
I like that.
Little bit of an edge there.
You've been the totem of the show.
I'm going to hit you up on the old road show. I'm going to be out there in Luton.
Bless your heart. You'll be the only one, mate. Thanks. Thanks. We love Jon Snow. Such a hunk. Silver-haired fox with a brain the size of just that.
Groovy. Let's go to line 2. Why don't we? Hello, line 2.
Hello.
It's Angela Rippon.
Hello. Hello. You're on next Wednesday with me at 6, but don't tell Mal.
Who's on the phone? Who's that?
Stephanie from Belfast.
Hi, Stephanie. How you doing?
Okay.
Good call. What's your question?
It's for Michael, and it's who was your pin-up when you were younger?
Who's my pin-up?
Yes.
I didn't really have a pin-up, to be honest. I was more... When I was younger, I was a big football fan, so I was more into the football side, and so I probably had Chelsea poster on the wall or something like that.
Right.
I didn't really have a...
It's only a team, lads. It's not a lifestyle. Come on.
But no, I didn't really have a pin-up. Stephanie from
Who's your
Belfast.
pin-up, Stephanie?
Michael.
Oh, is it?
Neatly done.
Have you got a big poster of him on your wall?
Loads.
Have you? Loads?
Oh.
Shall we go to line 3? No, Stephanie, keep up the posters and all that sort of
Keep
thing.
up the obsessional adoration. Keep that up.
Let's go to line 3.
Bless.
Hello, line 3.
OK, we'll go to line 4. If line 3 is not in speaking mood, line 4. I think Sean.
Hello?
Are you nearly there? Are you on your way? No, you're not. So I'm going to ask, who was your pin-up, Ainsley?
Pin-up Yvonne Goolagong. Do you remember her?
Yes.
Yvonne Goolagong.
Yvonne Goolagong.
She was a tennis
Absolutely
player.
loved
Yeah,
her. She was just wonderful. And of course, in those days, all the sort of tennis players used to wear those lovely little frilly knickers and stuff like that. And I had no idea, because you know, you don't know anything about sort of sex or anything like that. So you're just totally fazed by just the way they looked and the way they gracefully hit the ball. And I just used to love it, especially when she used to grunt as she hit the ball. You know. I loved it. Yvonne!
The candle's still literally burning brightly. Now, we're having to move on. We're on a bit of a clock, and after 188 hours of light slash late lunch, we managed to find just the 1 minute 30 seconds of passable footage. And here for your dictation, this is it.
Hello, I'm Mel Gedroyd.
And so it naturally follows that I am Sue Perkins, every single inch of me. Hello and welcome to this, the first ever light lunch.
Well, it really is the end. Just time to go out with a bang.
Why do you always look at me?
That'll get the website buzzing. Lads, are you ready? Come on, let's get down and celebrate.
Shame yourself! Shame yourself!
cheesy and earnest way, we'd just like to thank everybody who's worked on the show, all the production teams, and everybody
Katie,
involved.
Henrietta and Conrad, whose idea this really was, the band who we adore, and to our families and friends who put up with these hams.
We're hams!
Let's do it! Celebrate good times,
Is the key to being a good chef in the grilling,
Put it down there and off you.
roasting,
I've said it 4 times. Do you want it facts?
and tenderising?
Yes, Colin, when I talk to you. Yes, Colin. Remember what we spoke about? Yes, Have you forgotten? Shall I run through it again? No. You haven't forgotten? No. Thank for that.
Of the staff? Ramsay's Boiling Point, Thursday at 9 on 4.